And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. Walking with God. Amos 3:3 says, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" Walking with God speaks about progress and growth requires a constant communion and fellowship with God. The Hebrew word for walking signifies to go on habitually, walking in holiness. Hebrews 11:5 and 6 says, "By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because God had translated him. For before his translation he had this testimony, that he pleased God. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him." Total faith in God and the testimony of his Son Jesus Christ. We must seek to please God. It must be our greatest desire. Hearing and reading the Word of God increases your faith. Enoch walked so closely with God that he prophesied about the visible second coming of Christ after the rapture. Listen to this. Jude 14 and 15 says, "And Enoch, also the seventh from Adam, prophesied about these people. He said, Listen, the Lord is coming with countless thousands of his holy ones to execute judgment on the people of the world. He will convict every person of all the ungodly things they have done, and for all the insults that the ungodly sinners have spoken against him." Despite the evil of Enoch's time, he walked in close communion with God, pleasing God, in constant fellowship with God, walking in agreement with God's will, and that pleased God. Andrew Bonar, who suggested that God and Enoch were in the habit of walking and talking daily, and then one day God said to his companion, "You have come so far each day of our long pilgrimage together. Now come all the way home with me." Thus he was not, for God took him. Here are some questions to ask yourself. Am I walking in agreement with God's will? Am I having a constant communion and fellowship with the Lord? Am I abiding with His Word, increasing my faith in Him and growing spiritually? Am I seeking daily to please the Lord? Am I walking in holiness despite the corruption of this world? Am I boldly proclaiming His gospel and prophesying of His great return? Am I ready to be caught up with Him in the clouds?